Something else with the connections. All right, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining today. This is Yusufchowdhury again. Okay, Big Roger, how are you? Thank you for joining, man. Really appreciate it. If you guys can share this, if you can share this, make sure you use the hashtag CashMeWithK because I'm having some problem with Wi-Fi connection. So Stu Smith, who is the creative director for Able Lending, and when in his presentation, he was talking about the discovering the perfect client. So I would say he basically covers so many topics within how to look for the perfect customer or for the perfect client. I think the two most important things that kind of caught my attention was first, that when you look for a perfect client, you shouldn't only focus on money, or not everything about money. Does that make sense? That's the first one that I like what he said. The second thing is, when you choose a client, you have to choose a relationship. That means you have to build a relationship with that client in order for you to have a perfect customer. Now, he also talked about different things on, before even talking about the perfect client, we have to understand, what does good client mean? Right, Tim?
That's correct.
Yeah, that's correct. So we have to understand what does a good client actually mean. So some of the topic he mentioned is, for instance, a client that actually listens to your advice, a client that actually appreciate what you have to offer, a client that appreciates your value, and of course for those who pays on time. Okay, customer who pays on time, I guess those are an amazing customer. But everything goes back to also how do you deliver the value for your services. No, I'm not at work. I'm at an event called WP Bootcamp. So right now we're taking a break, and I'm basically sharing some of the tips from every sessions. So that's all I'm doing right now. Okay, so that's what I learned from Mr. Stu Smith, who is the creative director for Able Lending, and he talked about this topic called how to discover the perfect clients. So that's the main takeaway that I got from him, that you always have to give value and build a relationship and look for somebody that actually appreciate what you do, and you go from there. Okay, so that's how you define a good client, by having somebody again, listens to your advice. Hey Henry, what's going on? Appreciate, gives you value, and also pays you on time, because you don't want to be desperate and just hire anybody else. Does that make sense? So that's what I learned from him. And I guess, anything else, Tim, did you learn from him?
Yeah, don't ask questions or you get hit.
What was it? Don't ask questions that you get.
Questions or you get hit.
Oh, you get hit, right? And also have to qualify them, right?
Yes.
So that's how you basically, some of the tips that learned from Mr. Stu Smith. Okay, so check him out. You can follow him in Twitter. Let me see, where is he at? If you wanna follow him and maybe ask him more question, because he's a genius designer, developer, right? So where did he go? Let me check him out here. Basically, I've been sharing. If you want to follow all the tweets, just check out WP Bootcamp, hashtag WP Bootcamp. You can see all the conversation. Let me show you right here real quick. If you go to Twitter and just do a search for hashtag WP Bootcamp, you will see all our tweets of what's going on and some of the snapshot that we took from the speaker's presentation. So that's how you can follow and see exactly what is going on. Okay, so that's about it, folks. That's what I want to share with you, what I basically learned from Mr. Stu Smith. So you might want to check him out and maybe follow him in Twitter. Okay, so there you go. Okay, all right, so what is Stu? Let me see if I can find his account so y'all can follow him and check him out. Let me go back right here. There you go. So that's him. That's an amazing speaker right there. So make sure you follow him. If you have any question, any suggestion about how to pick the perfect customer, how to get a leads, so this is your man right there. Okay, so check him out. That's his Twitter handle. Okay, in a few minutes I'm going to share another tips from Mr. James, who talked about, what was the topic that he talked about? Can you believe that I already forgot? Earning more money by selling value, by James Dahlman, who is also the owner of Happy Joy, right? happyjoy.org, nonprofit organization, and also one of the organizers for WP Bootcamp.